Now, I've been knocking on Lamar door before. It's even time to, man. We need to bring up Lamar Jackson again, man. The one of a kind guy, man. This man here is special. We're gonna talk about why he's so special, and because he's so special, why his contract talks is one of the weirdest or the most controversial in NFL history, maybe sports history. Let's break it down, man. What you thinking about Lamar? Where is his true value? Where should we rank him? What's up with the contract, man? What's up?
Yeah, man. I think when you talk about Lamar Jackson, we obviously at one point had the Michael Vick experience. Well, you got the Lamar Jackson experience. It doesn't hit the same, but he gets it done as far as a dual threat quarterback because the way he just makes people miss, right? And speaking of Mike Vick, he is with us in the building today. Here you go. Say what's up, Mike.
Salute.
You know you got to salute one of the golden men. But yeah, I still think he's still a top 10 quarterback in my eyes, but he's right on that cusp of the 10th spot between 8 and 10, only because of the simple fact of his consistency throwing the football. The Ravens were plagued with injuries last year. Obviously, statistically, he's had his worst season last year. I think he threw maybe 16 touchdowns, but he also ended up throwing like 12 interceptions. It's unfortunate, but again, the Ravens were plagued with injuries, right, all year. We could maybe blame the Madden curse. I don't know, right? So the issue with Lamar is that his playing style, how is that going to sustain going forward, right? You're hurt now. You're running for you're getting hit a big amount of times. As far, even the old line has decreased, right? As far as letting up more pressure, he's been getting sacked more. He's been taking more hits, so it's really on his durability. But you know what I love about this kid? Everyone who doubted him, he still rose above all the hate, all the doubts. They was trying to make him a running back. They were trying to make him a receiver. Guys saying he couldn't even play quarterback in this league. And this dude makes people miss, and he believes in himself, and I love it. And that's what he's doing this year. My man Deshaun Watson is a great talent. Some people say he's a top 5 quarterback in this league. $230 million, only one playoff win. Understanding he did come from the Texans, who is not a good organization, but I think Lamar is looking for more. He's like, I got an MVP, I got a Heisman. I've led this league. I've rushed for 20. I've passed for 2,700 passing yards with over 30 passing touchdowns, and I've threw for over 3,000 passing yards. In both those seasons, I've rushed for over 1,000 yards. I'm the ultimate, in his eyes, I'm the ultimate dual threat. I can do it all. Pay me my money. This guy's making 230. I want 240, 250. And I think that the quarterbacks have the edge right now over the owners and over teams, i.e. Aaron Rodgers, right? That's just a perfect example. What you gonna do without me? You're gonna start all over without me? No, you're gonna, i.e. Kyler Murray. They paid him. It's not 230, but it's still 160 guaranteed. So I think Lamar will get the money. I think he'll break that 240. I think he'll get that 240 guaranteed that he's looking for. And hopefully it works out for the Ravens. But I love the fact that he believes in himself, that he's like, I'm going to show you what I can do.
I feel that. I feel it. Okay. I like Lamar, and he's a great quarterback. This isn't about his ability. It's about how consistent he can be with the abilities he has. And with his biggest weapons being his legs, I believe that's also his biggest weakness. And because of that, it becomes very tricky when we're talking about contracts. It reminds me of like the tight end position. Tight ends you can argue, have more value than left tackles. or comparable value to a receiver or more value than a receiver. Like certain tight ends change the game more so than a great left tackle,
No,
i.e. Travis Kelce,
I
i.e.
disagree.
George Kittle.
I would take a not more than a
How many
left
great left
tackle.
tackles are there in the game?
There's some really good left tackles in this game. We could talk
How many?
about
Because Travis Kelce's great. How many great left tackles are there in the game?
you got Ronnie Stanley from the Ravens. You got I don't even know how to say his name. Buckenhale the from the Green Bay Packers. There's some great left tackles in this game. You got the dude Teron that just went to the Dolphins, when healthy, he's a great left tackle. Right. Left tackle is besides quarterback. All right, when you're looking at a team, we're getting off topic here, but I'm mad you said that tight end. That tight end is a little bit more valuable than the left tackle. Besides a quarterback and an edge threat, left tackle's probably the third most needed position on the football team. How are you going to protect your quarterback without a good left tackle?
Right. And I'm glad you said that, because not only do I need my quarterback, but I need my running back. I need my tight end too. And because we're bringing up tight ends, we're talking about his versatility. Not only is he have the assignment of blocking, the edge rushers, the one of the other most important positions in the field, they line up across from them and they block them sometimes. They help the tight end out. I mean, the left tackle out, as well as I can be the number one option as a receiver. I can replace Travis Kelce. How many left tackles, just by the position, you're not able to affect the game in a multitude of ways. It's a direct way. I block my guy. Cool. I understand they have immense value. I get they have a lot of value, but a tight end's value, I value versatility more than direct. I'm about versatility. Direct ability is great, but when you're bendable, when you're able to help the team in a facet of ways, multiple ways, I give you more value. And because of that, Lamar's versatility actually hinders him at quarterback, because he's putting his body on the line more. And when you put your body on the line more, we don't see you as a quarterback anymore, because traditionally quarterbacks don't do that. I'm not saying Lamar be a traditional quarterback. I'm saying because your abilities aren't that of a traditional quarterback, it hinders you when it comes to contract times, because it's hard to put a number on how often you put your body on the line. Like, again, more so than any other quarterback in NFL history. So it should take a long time to figure out the correct number. I understand his ability is like no other, but his durability potentially could be like no other as well.
Okay. I get what you're saying, because you're looking at it you're looking at it from an organization standpoint. You're looking at it from a business standpoint, as far as if you're the GM, if you're the owner. I'm with you. But I'm looking at it in Lamar's eyes. I'm looking at it as far as the player, right? What are you going to do without me? You need me. At the end of the day, you may not think you need me, but you need me. Because if you don't pay me, someone else is going to pay me. I'm going to make my $240 million. I'll walk. Whether you like it or not, at the end of the day, it's not my job to figure out the money on this team. I need my money. I need my money right now.
I love it. You're speaking on the owners. You're speaking on for Lamar more so, or from that perspective. And I can speak for Lamar too. Lamar understands how often he puts his body on the line. Every player on the opposing team understands how often he's going to put his body on the line. Everybody knows Lamar. If anyone's going to be hurt at the quarterback position, it's going to be Lamar. It's going to be Josh Allen. It's going to be the Cam Newtons. It's going to be the people. It's not going to be Tom Brady. Like, it's because he don't put his body on the line. There's certain quarterbacks who stay in the pocket, who keep it clean. You're able to be more durable in this era because they protect the quarterback position. But when you elect to not protect yourself because you're running, So when we talk about contracts, we can't help but bring up the both ends when it comes to his ability versus the value with that ability. We're talking about a contract. I'll give you all the money in the world, but it has to be short. It has to be similar to what Kyrie deserves in my eyes, which is short-term deals because we don't know if we can trust your durability. Kyrie,
Of course.
it is about Kyrie's durability, something else too, though. But with Lamar, the durability is in question. And we're talking about someone who's so rare that we have to have a rare conversation. And he reminds me of Curry. We always question, can someone win a championship or championships with Curry style, with the Warrior style of play, until they did it. Lamar hasn't done it yet. And I'm just not saying he won't. I'm just saying has changed football contract talks. He's changed football schemes. He's changed so much about the game, very similar to Curry, that it's going to take us a while to really be able to appreciate him in a way that's proper in sports. But I'm, like you said, from the owner's perspective, if I'm an owner, it makes no sense for me to pay you like a quarterback when you run like a running back.
I'm with you 100%. But that we could say the same thing about Deebo Samuels, right? And I don't know where I didn't really look at Deebo's contract as far as guaranteed money and how much he really got paid, but they incentivized him for rushing. So they're like, okay, well, if you don't want to be a running back, right? If you don't want us to use you as a running back and a receiver, we'll incentivize you to do so. So maybe in his contract, they may say, hey, you pass for a certain amount of passing yards, or you get a certain amount of passing touchdowns, or touchdowns to interception ratio, or completion percentage. We'll give you this extra million and some change, or extra couple million, to put into your pocket if you can, or if you play a certain amount of games per year, right? Because we talk about durability in his game style. Maybe we'll throw you a couple extra million, as far as a bonus in his contract. But let me ask you this. Because again, I see you looking at it as far as a owner, as a business owner, and I love it because I'm the same way, right? I would look at it as far as an owner. Do you think he's going to get the money that Deshaun Watson got?
Do I think he will? Yes. Why? Because of the Ravens situation. They need him, like you said, partly because their roster construction is not – they're older. They're getting older. I'll put it like that. And they don't have elite weapons on offense. They don't have like a variety of them. But I'm about to put my GM hat on and just look at it from an abilities perspective. Lamar Jackson, we're not going to act like he's an elite thrower. I was trying to be nice, but we're not going to act like he's an elite thrower. We can name 9 to 10 other quarterbacks who throw the ball better than Lamar Jackson.
Of course.
So when we're talking about when we're talking about paying you like an elite quarterback, you have to throw like an elite quarterback in my eyes. It's not just about the fact that you're putting your body on the line. If you're the thing about Deebo is he's so versatile, he can be a receiver and a running back. Lamar, I don't know if you can be an elite thrower and an elite runner. You haven't proven that yet to me. And we're going to talk about his weapons. That's fine. Bring up weapons, but I've seen elite quarterbacks who can throw the ball in an elite way, or who can't throw the ball in an elite way, but they don't put their body on the line and they win playoff games. Trent Dilfer, who else? Matt Ryan, Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, I'm not saying they're better than them, but I'm saying they win games. Deshaun Watson with less weapons. He did it. So when we talk about the playoffs,
Lamar wins games. Lamar wins a lot of games. I think he's the most winning since he's been in the league. He's the most winningest quarterback in the league at this time. Since he's been in the league.
That's true. That's true. And his QBR is actually top notch too, number one. I mean, my fault, not his QBR, his quarterback completion rate. And that's a lot of times because he's dinking and dunking due to weapons, and also to me due to his lack of ability. I'm not saying he can't make throws. I'm saying he can't consistently make elite throws. And in the playoffs is when winning matters the most. And he has only one win in the playoffs. and with a franchise that is known for winning, with a franchise that has had a top 5 defense year in and year out since he's gotten the league, with the top running game as well. We're talking about every game he's played, even in the win, he threw an interception. You're talking about a guy who's thrown over 200 yards in playoffs one time, and it wasn't in the win. It was in them trying to fight back in a loss. He threw the ball 59 times to throw for 365. I'm not trying to poo-poo Lamar, but I do want to accurately point out the flaws in his game.
And I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. If I'm an organization, I love Lamar Jackson, right? I love the talent. I'm a Falcons fan for a reason, right? But I'm with you as far as I don't want to pay you the money, but you gotta he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid the money. He's gonna get paid the money for a certain reason, because of the simple fact that they have no other option. You have to pay me, or you have to find someone new to bring in, and we'll see where it goes from there.